Hello, and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for today. Today, we're reviewing Billy Joel's debut 1971 album, Cold Spring Harbor. It wasn't very popular at the time, partially because the record company messed it up and his voice was slightly, just a little bit sped up on the original 1971 record. So later in the 80s, they went back and fixed it and re-released it, which is the version you can hear on YouTube if you look it up. But at that point, the ship had already sailed pretty much. The album didn't do very well, and Billy Joel dropped that record company and switched to a different one after his first album. This is the track listing. Got 10 tracks here, and these are the tracks I added to my playlist. Technically only 3 out of 10, but I do enjoy a large majority of the album now. A lot of these songs have aged quite well. They're mostly pop with almost all of them are held up by piano, Billy Joel's amazing piano skills here. The sort of notable outliers include So You Look So Good to Me and Why Judy Why, which are held up by a synth and a guitar respectively, instead of focusing on the piano. Another interesting track is the second to last one, Nocturne, which is purely instrumental and would probably make a good ending to the album if the actual ending in the album got to beginning end wasn't a really great ending song. So overall, quite a good album, although it can take some getting used to. A good amount of the songs are a little bit boring on the first listen. They don't really hit you very good, except for the 3 tracks I've chosen here. You really need a couple of listens to appreciate the majority of the tracks on this album. There were no singles, obviously, and my favorite track here is probably, I gotta go with Everybody Loves You Now. It's definitely one of the best Billy Joel songs that you've probably never heard. Definitely a standout from this album. I technically rank this album in the lower half of Billy Joel's albums, mostly because the others simply have higher quality songs and generally have more variety in genres and styles. This is his first album, so it's a lot less polished than later albums. But this album is still quite interesting. I'm definitely not surprised at all that Billy Joel hit it in big with his next album was Piano Man, which is his really big one. This album takes my top spot from 1971, although it is the only album I've heard in 1971, so it takes the spot automatically. We'll see if it can hold that spot. As next up, we have Pink Floyd's 1971 album, Meddle. So, yeah, happy New Year's Eve, and stay tuned for that, and as always, stay minty.